What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on the 2020 CRF110. You guys requested in the last video for me to do pit bike builds. Everybody really wanted it, and so I guess I'm going to do a pit bike build on it. We got a couple parts. So far, one company is potentially sponsoring us. I'm not sure if they sent it out yet. I'm not going to say that they have until it's here, just so that there's no confusion and nothing bad happens. But I'm not going to say their company name until it comes in either, just so way we're all safe. We do have another CRF110 in here. We're going to work on that one as well. But for this bike right here, we got some cool parts for it. I've got BBR stiff springs for the front. The rear is, I already have stiff springs on it, but there was the stiff springs in that one. The reason I have those forks apart is because they had the dampening rods right here, BBR dampening rods, plus 1.5 inches, I think, or 2 inches, something like that. So this one already had full BBR suspension. I'm gonna swap that suspension out onto that one, but the fork diameters are different, so I have to take them apart. But these dampening rods should fit perfectly fine. Another thing we got, Moose Racing skid plate. I've already got one, but this one has a lot better coverage on it, so I'm gonna throw that one on. We've got IMS, I think Pro Series foot pegs, nice and wide. What else do we have here? BBR full-size throttle grip for the 110 or the 125. We've got some Pro Taper half waffle grips. That came from Faster Minis. We got a Tusk shifter for it. JTI sprocket guard. And then I also have a JTI shift shaft brace for it. And, oh, forgot over here. We've got a DNM 350 shock. Not sure if I'm going to prefer this one or the BBR rear spring. But I'm going to throw this one on because it is the extended one. So I'm not going to be running a Carolina squat. And then we also got a Pro Circuit T6 exhaust. This one is off of an 18, so it is a full exhaust, not just a slip-on. And I'll have to make a bracket to make it fit, but perfectly fine. I don't really care. We also got heavy-duty tubes and a new rear tire, which I don't think I'm going to throw on because this stock one is pretty much brand new. Need to lube up that chain. That thing is crusty. But yeah, not sure if I'm gonna swap out the bars. That one has the XR50. This one has the KLX DRZ 110 bend. And yeah, let's get to working on these bikes. Another thing is, this bike's got a Tusk gas cap, which is pretty cool. But I mean, I don't really care. This bike's just gonna be something we beat around on. It's a 2018 CRF110. I just picked it up yesterday for fun. And yeah, that one's probably going to be running stock exhaust for it. And I'm probably going to run the Pro Circuit on this bike whenever I'm out having fun with my buddies. And when I'm at home, I'll swap out to the regular stock exhaust because my neighbors are not going to be happy. I do have the silencer piece for that right here, spark arrestor, so I'm probably gonna throw that on as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this build. And yeah, alrighty guys, so I was checking it out to see how to do this myself so I don't screw anything up to begin with, just to be safe. And nobody really had any good videos on how to actually do your forks. If you just want to rebuild them, if you want to put stiffer springs, anything stiffer. So pretty much one thing I did forget to do is loosen up this top bolt right here. So we're going to see if we can do it, which I don't think I'm going to be able to. So what you have to do is put it back in the triple clamps and then clamp down on it, and it should pull it right out. Alrighty guys, so I just got that bolt loosened up. It's super simple. These forks are honestly a joke. Nothing compared to like big bike forks or anything. And if you can do big bike forks, you can do this. If you can change a tire, you can do this. It's honestly really simple. And if you need any help, I'll be on I'm all over Instagram, so I can just help you out. Follow us, DJs_GarageYT. I can get you hooked up on how to do anything you need help with. Try to respond to everybody. It's kind of hard though. Sorry about the wind noise. We're currently in a hurricane. This is probably not the most ideal conditions to be working on a bike. And we'll just put this right here so it's not in the way. Now what you're going to want to do is pretty much drain the oil out the top. This is still stock, so it's like 15 weight. It's time for new oil. I'm going to see if I can go run to the local dealership and get some. If they don't have anything over 15 weight, then I'm probably just going to have to run this stuff and order it off of somewhere else. It's pretty easy to change the oil. You just loosen up the dampening rod, squeeze it all out, put the rod back in, and you're chilling. Alright, so we got a good bit of the oil. You're going to want to pump it a couple times just to get everything moving around in there. Now, once you've done that, you're going to need pretty sure it's a 5mm Allen key with an impact. You have to use an impact. You can't use your hands because it'll just spin it. Hit it with the impact. Nice. There goes the 5mm. But you get this bolt out. I should have cleaned that out. There's not a whole lot of oil left in there. Actually, now what you're going to want to do is stop the oil from leaking on this side. Go on the other side. Pop. There goes the little dampening rod. That's weird because the other ones didn't have that little spring in them. You have to check and make sure they're still there. But now you've pretty much got the entire fork just taken apart. There's nothing left in here. So I just like to get this bolt, throw it in here, this one up here, make sure no dirt gets inside there. And I'm gonna go throw these up aside. And that's how you do it. I'm gonna take both of the forks apart, and actually I might just put this one back together real quick for you guys. As you guys can see right here, we've got the BBR dampening rods sitting right next to the OEM Honda ones. These are supposed to make it a little smoother, a little taller, everything. So what we're gonna do is throw the bike back into the way it came out, pretty much. You're gonna wanna put this one right over here. Let's see. Just drop it in. It'll loosen this bolt. Make sure it is going in this way, like that. This just helps cushion so when you hit you just bottom it out, it doesn't destroy the absolute bike. Or maybe top it out, I don't know. One or the other. And now I need to retrieve this little 5mm Allen. There it is. Alright. Now you just throw her back in the impact. I'm gonna try to get her as tight as possible just to make sure. There we go. Nice and tight, nice and smooth. So now you're pretty much just gonna go into the reverse order of taking it apart. You get your BBR spring right here. Throw her back in. Don't forget this mini washer that goes right up on top of that spring. And then you put this washer, and then you put your oil in. So you might want to just put, I'm gonna put this oil in here just for now, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to find some. If I were you guys, I would not do this because it's probably not the best idea. I'm gonna throw a little bit of extra 5 weight just to, I have 10 weight from my 250. Just to make sure I'm not running low on oil. This, and then you're gonna wanna compress the fork. This is probably the hardest thing out of the entire thing. You can see that's the difference. Both forks on the floor. That's about how much? That's about inch, maybe inch and a half. 2 finger lengths. Not bad, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to change this oil out. So don't even go spamming in the comments. I'm gonna change it out before the video is already done, or before the video is even uploaded. The oil's gonna be changed. So no need to get depressed. All right, let's get some other stuff done. Alrighty guys, so we got just about everything on the bike. I did not put the D&M shock because it is the same length. I thought that it'd be a longer one. So the bike's gonna sit a little squatted either way if I put it on or not. I guess it's a longer one for this one, but for this one it's the same size, I don't know. Another thing is I didn't put on this side cover because I'm not sure if it's gonna melt it, and I don't want to take the risk. I'm gonna see what everybody else is doing for it, so I'm just gonna leave it without that, and hopefully it doesn't melt anything important, because it is an 18, so I have to make my own little bracket right there. Nothing crazy hard to do. And yeah, I installed the dampening rods, so those are all good. Longer brake cable. The throttle cable is fine because, well, they're short bars. They're not super tall ones. I will have to switch them to taller bars, probably, or a longer throttle cable if I do get these bars on there. And this is a single cable. This is double cable, so I'm gonna have to get all new stuff for it. But other than that, I think I'm gonna take it out for first little sound clip on it. First, I need to clean the garage though, because this place is a mess. So loud. I don't know who... Alrighty guys, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you guys want to see more like this, comment part 2, because for the second part we will be putting graphics on it, seat cover, new grips, new throttle tube, the longer one. Haven't put that on yet. I did end up putting the Moose Racing skid plate on it. I do need to tap that hole in there, but it doesn't rattle, so I'm gonna leave it like this for right now. But other than that, the bike turned out sweet. I like how much suspension travel it has. Another thing we're gonna add is a rear shock extender, because I'm still running stock spring or stock shock with BBR spring in it, because the D&M 350 is just a little too heavy duty for my liking. We got the longer BBR brake cables on it, all that stuff, and yeah, a whole lot of stuff. I like how it turned out. The pegs are at least twice as wide as the OEM ones. GTI sprocket guard looks pretty sick. Tusk shifter, not bad. The GTI shift shaft brace, it is a must-have, and it's so much better than any of those little Chinese ones that you'll buy, because this thing it shifts so smooth. It shifts like it doesn't have one on it. And the other ones, you can actually tell there's a little resistance in there. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and peace.